so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. 11 more on that one and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Right back to him on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. On 1st down, Drake. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. This
is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll wind up getting this. All the way down inside the 20. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
All right, here we go.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And a reinforcement's come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Right,
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run with White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
second down and 10. Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Darnold from the gun. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Shrugs him off. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now White. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll look to throw here. On the left side, this is Stills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Darnold. Bryant has it. Martavis Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Here's White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey. 4 down.
After the penalty, it's Miller. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A pitch out to Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Now, Jack, Patriot!
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Darnold on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will Tye, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
To throw on second down is Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's Darnold rolling to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Darnold hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
A first down throw, Darnold. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now let's go.
On the give, this is Drake. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carry for White. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Green, 39!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Tim Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And New York set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Darnold now on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Jets on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical. or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
3-19.
They begin with a run by Miller. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Miller. Fighting through, and he's got space. The 30, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Drake. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just 1 point completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Lamar Miller, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go. Blue 90.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. A final score now from Oakland. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.